everybody. My name is Mrs. Roberts. I'm a music teacher. We were just keeping the beat with a song. You know, beat is a really good music word to know. I'm going to show you how to spell it. B-E-A-T. The beat is the pulse of the music. When we were listening to that song just now, we were keeping the beat with our body movements. We tapped our shoulders, and we moved our hands, and we went back and forth right with the music. We were keeping the beat. Some people get a little bit confused with the beat and the rhythm. When we did the beat, it was steady. It stayed the same. It didn't change. It went right with the music. Let's practice again. So that's keeping the beat. It stayed the same the whole time. There's also something called rhythm. Rhythm is a big word. Look how it's spelled. R-H-Y-T-H-M. Rhythm is the long and short sounds and the silences in music. Sometimes a rhythm is just making one sound on a beat, like this. Sometimes it's making two sounds on a beat. And when we can put them all together, it can sound really, really nice. I'll do some examples. I'll go first. You try it with me. Ready, set, let's do it together. That's it. Let's do it one more time. I think you're ready to try a little bit harder. Here is another rhythm. It has some long sounds and some short sounds in it. Oh, you've heard that before? I've heard that before too. It's a very popular one. Listen again. Now you try it with me. It's a rhythm. There are long and short sounds in there. Let's try another one. Do it with me. And one more time. Now let's see, if we added those together, it can make a longer rhythm. We started with our clapping. Let's try it again. Start with clapping. That's it. So these are called rhythms. What we're going to talk about today are 3 specific rhythms. One of them is one sound on a beat, one is 2 sounds on a beat, and the other one is 0. Silence. That's it. No sounds on a beat at all. Just silence. We call that a rest. If you would like to join in and do this with me, you're just going to need a piece of paper and something to write with. Maybe even a pair of scissors would be great to cut your paper apart. That's what we're going to need for this next part. If you would like to jump up real quick and grab yourself a piece of paper, something to write with, and some scissors, you go right ahead. While you do that, we're going to practice a few more rhythms. I'll go first. Now you try it with me. And one more time. That's it. Here's another one. Do it again. And one more time. Yes, and I know what some of you are thinking. That one was a beat. It was just one sound on a beat for the whole time. And you would be right. Let's try one more and let those people who were getting some supplies have a chance to get back. This one I'm going to make it a little harder by putting silence. Here, let me show you first. Now you try it. And let's do it together one more time. That's it. Do you know where there was no sound? Was it patting, clapping, or pushing? You got it. It was the push. That was no sound. All right, I think everyone's had a chance to get back, so let's look at your paper. The first thing you need to do is fold it in half like a hamburger. And it's going to look like this. Then do it again so that it's really long and skinny, like this. And when you open that up, you're going to have 4 different parts. So you may take your scissors and cut them apart. Please remember to be very careful. We don't want anyone to cut their skin. When we're talking about these rhythms, I'm going to tell you some nicknames for them. When there's one sound on a beat, we call that a ta. It's just a nickname so that we can all stay together and know that we're going the same speed. No one's going faster, no one's going slower. We can get all together on the beat. One sound is ta. It'll sound like this. Ta, 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 ta. 2 sounds on a beat we're gonna call ta-dee. Ta-dee, 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 ta-dee. Now I have 4 little pieces of paper. I'm gonna take one of them, fold it in half, and then I'm going to fold it again. It's okay if it's not perfect. This is for our practice. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's part of learning. Now you're going to see there are 4 little squares. Choose something to write with, and we have to decide if we would like a ta or a ta-dee. 1 sound on that beat or 2 sounds on that beat. 1 sound sounds like this. 2 sounds like this. I'm going to start with 1 sound on the beat. To draw a ta, it's just an up and down mark. Let me show you. I want to show you what a ta-dee looks like. It makes 2 sounds, so you make 2 lines going down and then connect them at the top to show that they go together on 1 beat. Now I have ta, ta-dee. I like patterns. I'm going to make mine a pattern. Ta, ta-dee. Let me show you what it looks like. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee. You say it with me. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee. That's it. Let's practice one more time. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee. Excellent. Now, here's our second one. Let's try to do something that's not a pattern for this one. Fold it again to make 4 squares to show 4 beats. This one, we don't want it to be a pattern. So I think this time I'm going to start with a ta-dee, maybe another ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-dee. Oh, I want another ta-dee. Those are kind of fun to do. And I'll end with a ta. Let me show you. Ta-dee, 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 ta. Let's say it together. Ta-dee, 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 ta. Great, let's practice it together again. Ta-dee, 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 ta. Oh my goodness, this is going to be great. If we practice them, the blue one first and then the pink one, it would sound like this. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, 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 ta. That's great. It's fun to say it, but I bet we can make another sound that would be even more interesting. I'm going to try some claps. ta, toddy, ta, toddy, 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 ta. Oh, that was fun. I'm gonna try some snaps this time. Sometimes snapping is hard. If snapping's hard for you, you can just choose something else. I'm gonna try to snap my tas and clap the toddies. Listen. Ta, toddy, ta, toddy, 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 ta. Let's change it up, make it more interesting. This time I pat the tas and I will tap toddy. Let's try it together. Ta, toddy, ta, toddy, 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 ta. You can try it with any body sounds that you want. That's called body percussion. I bet we could do it a little faster. That would sound so fun. Let's try it faster. Ta, toddy, 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 ta. Oh, I love it. I'm thinking I have some fun things all around my house that could make even more sounds, not just snaps and claps and pats. Let's try to find some more sounds. I have a metal cup. I wonder what kind of a sound it'll make. I have this chopstick here. I'm going to tap the cup with the chopstick. Oh, I like that a lot. I wonder if I hit it on the side, if it sounds the same or different. What do you think? Do you think it'll be the same sound if I tap it on the side, or do you think it would be different? Let's test it out and see. Oh, it was a little different. I have something else over here. This cup is made out of metal. It makes a metal sound. I also have this little plastic bucket. I got this bucket from a friend of mine for Christmas. It had yummy treats in it. I'm going to see if it sounds kind of like a drum. And for this, I'm going to have 2 chopsticks. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. I wonder what it would sound like if I did ta on the cup, toddy on the bucket. Let me try it. I have to make sure I can see it so I play the right rhythm. Oh yeah, let's go faster. Oh, I love it. It just makes me want to dance. I love those rhythms. I think we need to make it a little more interesting. I was talking to you earlier that sometimes there's no sound. That's called a rest. So here on my third piece of paper, let me fold it in half, and then I'll fold it again to make my 4 squares. In this one, I'm going to make a rest. I'm going to start with a ta, and then another toddy, and then a rest. Let me show you what the rest looks like. Ta, toddy, rest. I need something to end it. I think we should end with the toddy. I really like toddies. Those are really fun. Ta, toddy, toddy. This is going to be great. So I have my bucket and my cup. And here are my chopsticks to use as drumsticks. Yes, this is great. I have one last piece of paper. Fold that in half. Then in half again. I have my 4 squares. This time, I'm gonna make the rest happen first. I think it might sound really cool. And then, toddy, toddy, ta. This is my last paper. I like to end the song on a ta. I think that makes it sound really nice. So my last paper. Toddy, toddy, ta. Toddy, toddy, ta. All right, I'm going to add it to my song. Here I go. This is great. I love this so much. I wonder if I mixed up my patterns, if I could make it sound like a totally different song. Let's see, I'm going to put this one down here and that one up there. All right, let me see what it sounds like now. Oh, I like it, but I do really like to end on that ta. So let me move this one down here. And I also kind of like it when I start on a ta. So I'm going to mix them up a little bit more. All right, here goes. Let's see what this song sounds like. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. I love it. So I think you figured this out. These are our nicknames to help us know the rhythms. When it's a ta, one sound on the beat. Toddy has two sounds on the beat. But I think you can totally handle this. If I add a little circle at the bottom of each of these, it's going to turn my ta and my toddy into a real music note. Check it out. Ta, toddy, toddy. I can still read it. I still know when to do one sound on the beat, and I still know when to do two sounds on the beat. But now it looks like a real music note. This is so cool. I love it so much. It makes me feel like I am a real musician, so I'm going to add the rest of my circles. It's going to be fabulous. When you do your circle on a music note, I want you to notice they all go the same direction. It's like their little feet walking. You want to make sure they go the correct direction. We like to dance, but we do not want to make our music notes look like they're dancing. So now, I have my music notes. I have some tas and toddies left. Let's talk about these sounds. When I take this chopstick and I hit this metal cup, it makes a sound. Oh, it makes a different sound than when I had it on the counter. Sounds are made up of vibrations. I'm tapping the metal and the metal starts the vibrations. So we're going to say this is in the metal family. Metal family can be anything we can use as an instrument that when you start the sound starts because of the metal. So even though I'm touching it with a wooden stick, the metal is what's vibrating. So it's a metal family. I have something else. This is a bag of rice. I don't have to tap it to make it make a sound. I can just shake. This family is called the scraper shaker family. So I could shake. So if I look at my song that I have written out with my music notes, I could shake. This is fantastic. Sometimes I like to just shake the beat. It's great. I love it. Shaky makes a really fun sound. I also have two wooden spoons over here. If I hit these together, the wood makes the other piece of wood make the sound. So this would be the wood family. Let me tap our song that I've made with the wooden spoons so you can hear what the wood sound sounds like. These are wood. They make that wood sound. So let's think about this a second. If metal makes one sound, shaking something makes another sound, wood is its own sound. There's a music word for that. The music word we use is called timbre. Timbre is one of those words that doesn't look exactly like it's spelled. We say it timbre. It just means the specific sound an object makes. This is the timbre of the wooden spoons. This is the timbre of the metal cup. This is the shaker. Okay, let's play a little game. I'm going to put all of these items where you can't see them. And then I'm going to use one of them. And I want you to listen to the timbre and see if you know which item I'm using to make the sound. Are you ready? First, do you know what it is? It is the spoons. You got it. All right, let's try another one. Are you ready? Listen carefully. See if you know what timbre this is. Do you know? You got it. I was shaking the rice. Okay, here we go. Number 3. See if you know what it is. Did you get it? It was the spoons again. I was trying to be tricky. Okay, here we go again. Here's our next one. See if you can hear which timbre. Did you get it? It was the metal cup. This is fabulous. So, our time is running out. Let's do a little review of everything we've practiced. First, we were moving around to that song, and we were moving to the beat. The beat is the pulse of the music. We moved to the beat. Then we talked about a rhythm. Rhythm is the long and short sounds and silences in the music. We practiced those rhythms by making our little strips and drawing our ta for one sound on the beat, our toddy for 2 sounds on the beat. When we had 0 sounds, it was silent, we had a rest. Now I know you can handle this. We added the circle. When we add the circle, the ta gets a grown-up name. The grown-up name is called a quarter note. So when you see that ta with a circle at the bottom, it's called a quarter note. You try to say it. Quarter note. That's it. Can you say it in a whisper? Quarter note. Can you say it in a silly voice? Quarter note. Could you say it in a loud voice? Quarter note. You got it. The toddy, that was 2 sounds on the beat. When we add the circle, it grows up and gets a grown-up name. Pair of 1/8 notes. It's kind of tricky. Let's try it again. Pair of 1/8 notes. Can you say it in a silly voice? Pair of 1/8 notes. Can you say it in a soft voice? Pair of 1/8 notes. And in a loud voice, pair of 1/8 notes. You got it. This one, this little squiggly thing, we know it means no sounds. It's called a rest. This one is called a quarter rest. It's only 1 beat of 0 sounds. A quarter rest. Try it in a silly voice. Quarter rest. Try it in a loud voice. Quarter rest. Now try it without any voice. Just move your lips. You got it. So good. The last thing we learned about was that objects that are made of different things make different sounds. The music word was timbre. Timbre is just the sound, the specific sound an object makes. We practiced listening to the metal cup. We listened to the shaking rice. And we listened to the wooden spoons. That's it. Guys, this has been so much fun. With your different music, remember, you can put them in any order you want since we've cut them apart. And when you mix them up, it'll make all kinds of different sounds. And you may even want to start adding words to your sounds. I'm going to bring back my plastic bucket. And I'm going to bring back my chopsticks. I'm going to play a little song for us. This time, I'm not going to play what I wrote. I'm just going to make it up and have fun. You do the same. Join me when you're ready. This is so much fun. If you don't have items to play, would you please be our dancers? We'll play for you, and you can go ahead and dance with the beat. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. Remember, keep making music, dance, sing, play, write some music notes, make up some words for your song. Have a great time making music. Bye, everybody.